Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be, as we begin the month on the 1st, that we will have this month's new moon. This new moon is taking place in the sign just before yours, but it is one that is stirring, I have to say. This new moon will be hand in hand with Saturn, but also speaking in a conversation of tension with Uranus. And this part of the sky being highlighted here normally has to do with what's happening on levels of the unconscious. It has to do with what's happening on levels of soul and psyche and spirit. Well, this can be one of those moments where it feels like so much is stirring within you. For some, it's just going to represent very vivid dreams that end up helping you to understand perhaps even some of the feelings or events of 2021 in a key way. But for other Pisceans out there, this energy is going to represent where it was you weren't aware and now you become aware. Now, this can be related to any person, place, thing, or situation, but it seems like an awareness may be growing within you now, something revealed that ends up feeling like it contributes to a change and a shift within you. Now, this part of the sky is ultimately about creating space for the new and the next to find you, and can sometimes represent closing karmic ties and ending karmic chapters, understanding what has served its sole purpose in your life so that you can be that much more open to living life that much more fully here today. And remember, this month also represents your birthday month beginning as well. And so lots is set to change for you. Lots of changes on the horizon. And so where it is that this new moon is asking you to be honest with yourself, asking you to understand that it's okay to allow that space to be there, well, it's going to prepare you that much more to be open to the possibilities. Now, it can leave with it a feeling of uncertainty. And there's a quote that I love from Eckhart Tolle, which says, when you get comfortable with uncertainty, infinite possibilities open up for you. And that's what the universe is trying to get you to understand, that there truly are infinite possibilities available to you. So trust the energy as you're heading into this month, and things will start to get clear very quickly. Now, as we navigate further, it is going to be on the 16th of this month that we will have this month's full moon. That full moon is taking place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with your daily life. So this energy connects you to your workplace, the type of work you're doing, the people who surround you there. It also connects you to your health-related habits as well. It's about understanding the sacredness of living and living that much more fully as well. Well, this full moon is doing some interesting things here. On the one hand, it is going to be speaking in a quincunx formation with Pluto. And so that is energy that can feel rather intense, that can bring about a depth of understanding, a depth of change, for example, but also a whole lot of intensity as well. And so it looks like things are changing, and those changes come on by surprise, and a part of you may have to adjust to them, perhaps very quickly. But what's also happening with this full moon is that it is squaring the nodes. That square to the nodes is incredibly valuable because it suggests that whatever may be happening now, again, going back to this idea of it being karmic, it is the change that needs to happen now to align you with greater love and greater wisdom. And even if the changes happening now don't necessarily feel comfortable, you will address them and very likely resolve them very quickly. But at the same time, you know that what is changing now is right and good as part of your larger spiritual journey. So for some Pisceans out there, this can represent a time when it feels like there are clients or customers or coworkers or immediate supervisors leaving. And the sense of them leaving may feel like it adds an energy of uncertainty or intensity. But at the same time, a part of you may feel like you know that these changes that are happening now are right. They are what is meant to happen at a time like this. Now, a lot of that intensity, I have to say, there may be some power struggles or power games as part of this. And yet, again, there is this sense now, whatever needs to change is part of a sense of you aligning with greater love and greater wisdom. It could be you that is looking at making changes in terms of your work-related situation. If you haven't been happy there for a while, this is where it can feel like that change arrives, and a part of you will understand that this is what should be happening, that this is right and good. Also possible that your tasks might change. Also possible with this as well that some of your work-related routines can change, and really routines and daily rituals of all kinds can go through a transformation. Because this part of the sky also has to do with our pets may come into focus under energy like this, and you may find yourself either coming to an understanding as to the depth of the bond that you share, perhaps even with a new animal as well. Now, the other way in which this energy can play out, well, it may remind you to take the best of care of you. And again, it's like on a soul level, you know its time has come. There is this sense now of you wanting to focus in on feeling better than you have in a while. And as a result, you're making transformations that can pay off. Now, where it comes to matters of love, it is a very important month as part of the larger Venus retrograde season. Now, remember, Venus went into shadow in the middle of November, went retrograde mid-December, and then went direct at the end of last month. It will be at the beginning of March that Venus will leave shadow, wrapping up this larger Venus retrograde season. And so right now, it really is about tying up loose ends, going over old ground, and seeing what took place before, especially during the retrograde, differently in some way. There's something else that does suggest seeing things differently, and that is the fact that on the 3rd, Mercury will go direct while hanging out in the sky nearby Pluto. If you think back to December, that was when Venus slowed down to a standstill and went retrograde, hanging out in the sky with Pluto. And so I feel like this direct of Mercury early in the month is going to encourage you to see the events of December in particularly differently in some way. But having said that, this month, especially on the 16th of the month, under the light of the full moon, Venus will meet Mars in the sky. And I feel like this is such an important turning point moment, a moment of truth, a moment where it feels like a lot comes together in your understanding of love. Remember, love and friendship are intimately tied as part of this larger Venus retrograde. And for those of you open to meeting someone new, if you've kind of had your eye on somebody, maybe it was a friend, maybe there was some kind of flirtation taking place there, it really is going to be in the middle of February that you find the clarity that you need. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to feel like things move forward. It could mean a moment of truth, a moment of intimacy could be indicated here as well. Now, that's always up to you to decide what's right for you to do in light of your unique circumstances. But yes, it does look like an important turning point, letting you know whether or not this is somebody that something could happen with. Also possible, though, on the 16th is that you may connect with somebody and in the days surrounding, so it may not be exactly the 16th, but it's possible in the days surrounding that you may connect with someone new. And in connecting with this person, you get to have a depth of understanding as to these lessons in wanting love that also feels like friendship. And where is it enough? Where is it not enough? Well, these lessons can feel like they really come together for you around the middle of the month. For those of you just starting to date somebody, it can be a very powerful time. And again, it's a turning point type of energy here that we have playing out mid-month. Can you really feel like this person can be a friend to you? Is there a genuine sense of companionship here or not? Some connections are not meant to be genuine companions. Some connections are not meant to evolve past the very first stages. Can this relationship do that or not? If it can, well, this can be a time that really feels like a lot comes together, helping you to feel that much more closer. But if it is obvious that this is not somebody where things can really feel like they evolve in that direction of genuine companionship, this can be the turning point, letting you know that you're ready to go in a different direction. And for those of you in an established bond, what a powerful time this can be. A real sense of understanding. Now, the overwhelming majority of Pisceans out there, I feel like this is going to be some depth, some connection, some truth that helps you to truly feel like you are with your best friend in a way that ends up being tremendously valuable and helps fortify the bond. For a very small percentage of you out there, this particular meeting of Venus and Mars may be a turning point of sorts. It may be one of these moments where either a friend in some way influences you or the other, but has some sort of sway over you feeling whether or not, and especially not, that this is not the person to navigate forward with. Now, that is just one possible scenario and will only speak to a very small percentage of Pisceans out there. The overwhelming majority are going to find this a time of renewal and strengthening, not just on a level of heart, but certainly on a level of depth of understanding as to the real joy and friendship and companionship that is so valuable that the two of you share. What I love about this month for you, well, there's a lot here. It's a very powerful astrological moment. I am going to say, look, I love that Mercury is going direct. And the reason I say that is, and I'm mentioning this for all signs, once Mercury goes direct, all major planets are going to be direct until the end of April. So this is an unusually long time to have so many planets direct. And it does suggest that things start to change. It feels like there's forward momentum finally setting in a way that can feel truly inspiring and truly empowering as well. All of us will be feeling that energy, but for you in particular, it may feel like a newfound clarity is there with a friend or within a group endeavor as well. But for all that, I must say that I do love the fact that we have Venus meeting Mars mid-month. Regardless of what may happen, that energy can also be really fun, really passionate, really sultry. And for you, it looks like you have every reason to share and celebrate in the company of others. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. At NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, you get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week for each and every sign. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.